Okay, so what I'm actually hoping here is that there's a gallery plug that goes in where the on the front of the lifter valley, and I'm kind of hoping that plug wasn't put in. When this engine ran, when I would start it up on the floor every once in a while, when I shut it off, I would hear heavy oil like running back into the oil pan, and I thought that was oil from the top end of the engine. But it could have been draining out of the front of this plug. If that plug's not in, then that explains why I'm not getting oil pressure to the top. So let's hope. I mean, I guess I say let's hope somebody didn't know what they were doing, but then if that's the case and they rebuilt this engine, what else is going to go wrong? So in any case, I guess let's just say it was overlooked. Let's hope it was overlooked. And the only way to know is to pull off the timing cover. There could be no plug in there. No, there's a plug in there. Yeah, the plug is in. That's not the problem. Hey YouTube, Marko with Marko's Garage, come to you with sort of an update of what I'm going to do to try and fix the oil pressure problem I've got. I want to say thank you to everybody that's replied. And thinking about it, the theory and what's going on is probably right on the money with what everybody was talking about. Not getting oil up through that gallery due to a blockage. What I've determined is that the blockage is probably due to a cam bearing that isn't installed properly or something like that, and I'm hoping that it doesn't damage the cam in the process, but we're just going to have to run it. So what I've come up with is a solution. Come around here. The solution I have is there's an oil takeoff here. And so I put a couple of fittings and a tube just for demonstration purposes to show I got oil flow there. What I'm going to do is run this and drill a hole in the block right here, which will then feed this outlet to go to the cylinder head, which is not getting oil due to probably it's fed off of the cam journal. So what I'm going to do is just drill a hole in here and put a 1/4 inch NTP, or not quarter, 1/8 inch NTP. And I just want to show you what's happening before I drill that hole. I got it set up here so you can turn it over and see. At first I thought maybe this plug wasn't in there and it was just draining all the oil out of the gallery, but it doesn't get fed oil from the lifter gallery, it gets fed from the cam bearing. So let's just hit this here. As you can see, I got a lot of oil coming on the bottom end. There's a lot of oil lubricating the timing chain and all that kind of stuff. So all of that is pretty healthy. So the bottom end's getting oil. And here, I'll just show you up here what's happening. You see there? I pinched off the tube to demonstrate restriction, so I still have oil pressure, and you can see you got flow there coming out of there. So if I feed that into the cylinder head, that should solve my problem. And anyway, leave a comment, see what you think. What I'm going to do, I put grease on there where I want to drill the hole to hold the filings. Okay, so what I've done is I've tapped the block here. I've tapped out of that fitting. Now I'm just gonna bump the starter. We should have oil coming out of that hole here. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we're going to have oil going to the top of the cylinder head. Okay, I want to mention that Doug had left a comment, Joe left a comment, to run an oil feed line externally. They're talking about putting it in through the valve cover and things like that and feeding that upper rail, which could work too, but I figure if I go through the block or the cylinder head, in this case I'm just going to use the block, it'd be a much neater job and it'll do the same thing. So anyway, if you like, please subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everybody for helping me on this.